any kind of rally. I want to sell. Nothing's changed from yesterday. Now inflation is a problem and they know it. So it's just a matter of getting the right price. And that's where the institutions come in. So we follow them. That's all. Our methodology follows the big money. That's all we're doing. Three minutes to open. Yep. Two minutes to kick off.
And Coach, I am taking these signals, so I may trade within the first 6 minutes.
You got it.
Okay. But you guys be good. Be good students. Be good members. Don't trade in the first 6 minutes unless you have permission explicitly from a coach.
Yeah, no shorting, guys, right now, unless we break that 239 level. Okay, 30 seconds, people. Our volatility is 185. Make a note of that, please. Happy trading today. Be amazed. Let's be amazed. We are open for business. Oh, here they come. Yeah, and the volatility right now, Stuart, is 185. So yeah, 239 would be support. A break of that would go down. Don't trade for the first 6 minutes for most of you. Only Mr. Market knows where it's going.
Only Mr. Market.
Is the first target if you went short.
Wow.
Take another one off. Die, you dirty cockroach.
Dirty cucaracha.
Still short, guys. Lower your stops. Everybody get some?
Yes.
Beautiful. Now remember, rest of you, sit and observe. Remember, some of our swing traders, like Coach and myself, if you recall, guys, what did we have as volatility yesterday? Again, just a reminder for some of the newer traders, how we use this volatility. Let me take this thing off here. 214 was yesterday's volatility. So from the low, right, from the low yesterday, right here, 31,129 was the low. We added 214 points and went short overnight. Still short. We shorted, right, guys? Where? 31,343, right? And I added also one at 31,360. So those are swing trades we're still holding. On the other hand, what's the trend right now? Anyone? Well, 15-minute trend is down. 60-minute is still down. I don't think you want to know where the daily pivot is. Anyone want to know where that daily pivot is? 31,710. Only 500 points more. And we got it. We can nail that pivot. Anybody have a sell limit at the pivot? You have a counter trend long right now for those who can take counter trend longs, but I'm not going to call any. There are some good ones. If we see a good one, coach will call them.
Okay, you're gonna put that burden on my shoulders today. Fine.
You got it. Well,
All right.
I don't know of any short-term trader better, guys. I mean, and I've been doing this a long time. If we still had a floor, Brian would be perfect for it.
Oh, you're so kind. I learned from the best.
Well, thank you. We combine what we know, guys, and that's what we call teamwork.
Learn from the best.
See, a lot of people think I'm this gunslinger type, and I'm really not. I'm taking more of the accountant. My background, guys, was accounting, not gunslinging.
And cop and truck driver and warehouse stock.
No, but first,
I'm short.
Oh, there you go. Look at this, guys. Here's a signal, right?
It's a quick one.
Yeehaw.
Yeah, that happened fast.
Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Do we do a yeehaw?
Yeah.
Good call, coach. And that one did print red at the exact point, coach. Just number 8. You go.
Yeah. So it got me in at 276.
Here it is, guys.
Entry.
Right there.
Got me in at 276.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, guys.
We're still perfecting it, guys. I know they all want it. And they're like, can I have that now? We will let it out when it's ready. Think about it as like a pet alligator. We want to make sure he doesn't bite. There's plenty of them in South Florida, but we're not going to send them to you unless
we don't really get. We're on this peninsula here in Pinellas County, so we don't get a lot of alligators in Pinellas County.
Yeah, you don't get anything. I mean, it's boring. It's the only boring part in Florida. It doesn't get hurricanes, doesn't get alligators.
Right? Just tropical weather year round. That's it.
Yeah, nice. Get traffic though. It's. I mean, I was surprised when I went down there. The boot camp. It was like Long Island at lunchtime.
Oh yeah, tourist. You came through the tourist trap.
Yeah,
tourist trap. Most of us just sit back in our little areas off the beaten tourist path. Yeah, I try not to go out to I-4 fish. I literally try not to cross a bridge to Tampa. I'd rather stay on my beach side. Hopefully, you guys took profits on that short.
Now, we didn't remind you guys there's a battle between the profit takers, which are going to be buyers, right? Those people are short from overnight. Bargain hunters going to be buying it, right? So you got those buyers, and then you got every rally is being shorted by people who are trapped from yesterday's long positions. So every tick that it goes up, someone who's long from yesterday holding a big loss is one tick less. So they're praying for rallies so they can sell it. If you want to look at the next little resistance, guys, we might have a market that backs off there. How many points from the low are we talking about? All right, where's the low? 31,191. Anyone want to do some projections right now? Who would like to predict the high? All right, let's see if we get, who wants to predict the high? 31,191. Let's go quickly. Let's have a number. Come on, you guys know how to do this before it's too late. $31,376. Thank you. That's our predicted number. For newer traders, we'll explain later. How could our normal traders predict that it's going to go up to 376? We are not institutional people.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah, because they're adding 185 to the absolute low here and figuring, hey, if it goes up there, there's going to be, think about it. If you were long last night and you're getting killed and you're praying, let go up 200 points, that's all, and I'll never bother you again, God. And God says, all right, maybe I'll let it go up, and then it's going to come crashing down. So let's be aware of that. We have plenty of time to capture this, people. Only 50 more points to go. What if it doesn't get there? Are you ready to go short before that, guys? Yeah, the momentum is changing a little bit to the upside. Good spot, Hugo. Good observation. No one's in a trade right now, correct? Or if you're counter trend, it would be long, obviously, but most of us are waiting for the next signal, right? And is everybody green? All right. Beautiful. I love it. Even though it trends down, it doesn't mean the market can't rally. All right, Chad. Well, you're not waiting for 376, are you? See, you're jumping in too soon. You shouldn't have three. Think about it. If you had Hugo's system, you'd have had 3 out of 3 winners. So maybe you should wait for that to be programmed, because we got winners. Yeah. So what you want to do, Chad, is put your limit order at 376. See if it comes up there. And then if you get an M off of that. Now, Chad, did you remember what I had? The only trade that I called before the open, do you remember which one it was? I bet you don't remember. Should have been your only trade. Sell stop at 38, remember? You had over a 50-point winner. But people don't take that one. Then they'll see that one works, and then they jump on the other ones. Yep. Here we go. Get ready. Here's one, Chad. You could jump in here now. Sell signal. This one will make you money. Take one off. 291, next target, Chad. $291, next target, Chad. There you go. See? Follow the leader and you will make money. Anyone else take that sell signal?
Yes, sir.
Failed top right here. Failed top. All you need to do is read that tape. It was green, 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 green. Couldn't make it up to 76. Tried second time. Sellers came in. All those people who were in there and they were like, oh, no, please go up so I can get out with only $1 million loss. Oh, I got to get in there. Boom. Good job. Good job. And a small M. You guys got it. You guys are getting good. Take one more off. I still have my short from obviously the morning, but we're talking about the ads that I did right here. Ads to the original short that Coach and I are still in a swing trade. We just added here.
Bingo.
Is everybody amazed? Love it.
Oh, you held that one too, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it was easy to do. Put my stop a couple ticks in the profit. Never came back to it. Woke up to a nice little profit.
We didn't quite make 185-point rally. And the reason, again, the market's pretty ill.
Needs its temperature taken.
Yeah. All right. I still have on this ad, the next target is 266. On the ad, then I'll have one left. Is anybody still short? Next target is 266. Trail your stop. Trail your stop. Anybody who is short, you have one left, you can close it out there too. If you want to close it out around 266, that'll be fine. Wait for the next signal. Hard to get a 100-point runner today because you have the two categories of traders, those who are short, and every time it goes down, they're taking profits, which means the market pumps up. And then anytime it goes up a rally, anyone who's short, I mean, long, is trying to mercifully lose less money. Here comes 266. Boom, I've got one left, and now tight stop. Anybody take that? 266. You can go flat if you only had one left. If you have more than one, just trail the other contract. Good job, Coach Wilbur.
Nice.
Yeah, we love it. Are you newer traders taking notes on this?
Please say yes.
Yeah, don't hit that buy and sell button. Those who've just joined us, I would do first touch rules. That's a great question. When the momentum changes back down, when that white moving average goes below, and great question. That's a great question from a trial member. That's what we want to see. This is called a change in momentum up. It tells you to be a little more cautious on shorting. When and if this moving average here, which is an 89 exponential, goes below there, then we get more aggressive. We have videos on this. You're going to love it. Wait, sign up and get those videos. Just about everything that I discuss right now, which is fast, I realize that, is demonstrated on a video. Believe it or not, I review the videos as a reminder tool.
Lots of videos for you guys. Lots and lots of videos.
Is anyone still in a trade? I have a trailing stop right now at 31,317. 31,317 is my trailing stop with one contract. Okay. We took one off at 66. And now we just want to see if this M area here breaks to 56. So it's either this is either going to break or that's going to break. If the upper side one breaks, I don't want to be in it when it tries to challenge. Then it might get to that 376. So I've got my stop, or what we call a power exit point. And I'm lowering that right now to 313. Otherwise, we want it to die, you dirty cockroach. Otherwise, that's what we want it to do. Come on. Come on. All right, lower your stop to 306. Crash, lower your stop, 306. Market's pretty volatile, 37 points average true range. That's why the stops have to be relatively far apart. 304 stop, 304. 10 points away. And we're going to be
Floating.
Flat. Okay. All right, flat, guys.
Flamboyant.
Yeah, flamboyant, flambe.
Flambé.
Let's rest for a bit. Everybody's still green, right?
Keep your green.
All right. Stochastics are all in the middle. They're sideways now. We're getting a little bit of
Odd.
what was coined by Coach Dragon Snout.
A little bit of a dragon snout here. Good job, fish. Everybody else still green, right? I know we had a couple people done for the day. Willie said he was done for the day already.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Stuart.
Yeah, Viv, that's a great question. Again, when you do your consult call, if you're a large, the institution, bigger traders typically use 1%. So like somebody's asking when Coach and I went short overnight, what was the stop? At least for me, it was 1% of my trading account. So it was $50.
I was in that short, as everybody knows, from way back earlier today, yesterday. So I just left one contract. I think it was 25 ticks in a profit, and it never came back and got me. So I just stayed there. So what is your stop, Viv? If you follow the methodology and you learn to trade the methodology, it's a prior swing point. Then you move it into profit on a setup. These are things, Viv, jump into the group coaching for a month, and we'll be able to help you with that stop management. Everybody's going to use a different stop. Everybody will have a different risk management. Everybody's going to have a different plan. The trading dog is looking for something.
Yeah, Mahoney, I'd rather see you use a smaller stop than a larger one. Yes, you're gonna once you'll get stopped out with a small stop, the thing will work like a minute later for 100 points, and you'd be mad. And guess what? What if that one time you get stopped out for 100 points and it doesn't work? You'll be happy that you avoided that.
Yeah, and Viv, I'm not trying to push you to do this, but at this point, it might be worth doing a little bit of coaching, at least in the group coaching, or come to my office hours at some point, just to get you squared away and get you off the training wheels. I mean, the training wheels are there to protect you from hurting yourself, but until you get good at the entries, you start managing your trades on your own.
Coaching is cheap than stops. Whatever stop you use, there's two ways you can do it. Get stopped out, give it to the market, and just get mad, or give it to a coach and learn. You'll come away with that first of all, with less of a drain on your wallet and more knowledge. And you won't be mad.
Bingo.
Yeah.
We want to coach you guys. At the end of the day, we want you to be profitable traders. But also at the end of the day, guys, our coaches work hard to make sure you're profitable. They've got to get paid. It won't kill you. I'm not just speaking of it. It wouldn't kill you to spend a few $100s to make sure that you're not getting stopped out every other trade for 20 ticks.
Yeah. Think of the useless college degrees that most people have, and they spend, $100,000. and where does that get people?
Into a career they never intended on being in.
Yeah, you're a store manager at Walmart. Not saying that that's bad.
But I have a logistics degree.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. I mean, even let's put the military, I can blow up a terrorist building with an M1A Abrams tank. I can switch to harm missiles. All right. Well, you see, our medical practice does not use harm missiles, and I'm not sure what we can do for you. How about the loading dock?
They used armed missiles on the loading dock?
Well, they used to loading something. So, yeah, this is the meat market, like you can load those packages of frozen steak burgers.
Frozen steak burgers.
Hey, my first job was a paper route. And I didn't even deliver the papers. At the end of Friday, I did the collections. I guess I was like a mini nunzio. Hey, you got your $1.35 or a break?
Bruno.
It was like $1.35. Imagine walking through houses up and down Queens to collect $1.35. I should send them back now. I say, here's your refund for your newspaper you bought in like 1961. Do you think they'd be surprised? Except they'd be dead, probably. I did have one traumatic experience. A woman
I'm sure.
came to the door naked. This is kind of a funny story because she was about like 40 years old, and I was like, "Oh my God, it's like Godzilla! I'm terrified." And then I was on a treadmill with my boss at Payne Weber, Joe Dewar.
You both were on the same treadmill?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. You know, in a sentence, that would be an unclear sentence. Yeah. He was doing the bench presses. I was on the treadmill. A little Payne Weber gym we had in Broad Hollow Road in Long Island. And I said, "Hey, now I should go back to that house and say, all right, now show me how naked you are." He goes, "There's only one." And he had this baritone voice. Joe he sang the national anthem at the New York Islanders Coliseum Stadium. "Well, Alex, that's the only problem.
Big profits on the contract, guys.
She's 80 years old now." Okay, I won't go to the house anymore. He was like 40 when I was like 10. And then when I was 40, it's like 70, 80. Oh my God. All right. The snout is still alive. Good scalp there, Coach. Good trick. The snout is still alive. You shine shoes? That's cool. Yeah. What year? Now everybody has sneakers.
Got my last contract. Anybody short with me? Anybody short with me?
I just jumped in at 290.
Good job, Robert. My last contract, I have trailing at 286. I'll leave it there until it breaks the low.
Great job, Heather. Yep, that's exactly what we want. I'm just talking to Heather right now, who, instead of getting caught up in the chop, put a sell limit at resistance, and then when he couldn't get that resistance, jumped in, grabbed 61 points, off to the races. Great job, Heather. Yep, got it, Hugo. I see it. We're getting there.
Great job, Heather.
It's like the what missile is that they're going to launch?
Artemis?
Artemis, yeah. As soon as we want the missile, we want the Hugo to be perfect. We don't want it falling into the ocean.
We're not gonna have any propellant leaks.
Yeah. Artemis. Maybe we should call it the Artemis.
57,000 gallons of liquid hydrogen in that thing leaking out.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
At $6.75 a gallon. I don't want to be the
truck. I'm pretty sure liquid hydrogen costs a little bit more than $6.75 a gallon.
I don't want to be the truck driver that pulls that in. And you see the guy, like his hat on backwards, that the Bill Murray hat. He's smoking a cigarette. Yeah, how many gallons you want? Just fill her up, please. Change the oil. Put it on the launch pad. Yeah, all right, okay. Is that credit card, or what are you going to do there? You want to put that cigarette out? No, don't throw it in over. Oh my God! Thing takes off. What with pulley hanging on? Wow, it jumped. It jumped again right back from that 231 support level. I think if it gets broken this time, we'll test 200. Here's that 231 we're talking about before. Earlier, guys, here's the deal, right? Earlier, what did we do? All right, let's clear this up. We watched this sideways and we kept, does everybody remember how we kept raising the sell stop? Here was the first sell stop, right? Up to 830. It was like 195. If the market went below there, it would sink to the lower level. Then we raised it to here, 225. You guys remember that? That was our sell stop. And then it was what? 238, right? Where did I get that from? Right here, remember? Right there. So right there. There was the entry. Short. Great trade, right? And you had a chance to do what? So what if you did two contracts? You get short here. Where else would you enter the trade? There's two setups, an M and what else? Someone fill that in. What's the second entry? No, a W is a buy signal, Willie. We want a sell signals. 238 and then a first touch rule, right? At 258. Perfect setup. That's what I did anyway. How many took that trade? Chad, there was your bread and butter trade this morning. Go short. First touch rule. Start taking profits as we dropped. Anywhere in this zone, you could have added, shorted, did one contract, whatever. And where would you stop? By the way, guys, anyone who went short there, where's your stop? 289, right? 289 right there. The swing point. Obviously, took some heat before it worked. And then, of course, you're out. And then we got this trade right here.
Short again.
Now, overbought stochastics coming below, and this JTHMA is about to turn down. You see that JTHMA at 285, right? You short it. Still pushing up. You want it to be slanting down, right, guys? See the one I'm looking at right here? Not doing it yet. You want that to be hooking down with this bar underneath the yellow line, right, guys? Don't be chicken to do it. Here, when you see this one, when this does this, when you see this hooking down, you take it. Or they're going to produce a similar type of signal. Same thing here. When this bar goes below its JTHMA, that's a short. The bigger M is right here. But before you do it, know where your stop, where your get out point is. If the get out point is too big, don't take the trade. You're welcome, Mahoney. Here's the other thing, Mahoney. Normally, what do we say our basic stop is if you just sign up? 20 to 25 points, right? When would you not use a 20-point stop? Or in other words, sit on your hands and avoid the trade. When you've got this average true range over 40 points. This indicator here tells you to sit on your hands if you're a smaller account. Why? It's 41 points. What does this mean right here? Everybody see what I'm talking about? Say yes. And again, we have videos on this stuff, guys. Like right now. That means every 2 minutes, the market's moving up and down by, on average, 41 points. So what good would a 20-point stop do for you other than get you stopped out? Again, like Chad was saying, 3 times in a row. You can get stopped out 5 times in a row. That's why we don't get stopped out 5 times in a row, because I use stops by the swing points. Certainly, it's less than 1% of my account. But if not, you guys have to be very selective. Does that help? For you newer traders, we want you to be selective. Selective as to what? Our 6 setups. They're all, we don't hide anything. The minute you sign up, option 2, if you look at our, we have 3 options. If you already know what I'm talking about and this is boring to you, just do the basic $99 a month special, and you'll get all our trade setups, and you could figure out why they're happening. You probably know why they're happening. Any good trader who's been trading for 2 years literally can take a month with us and figure out everything we're doing, why we're doing it, what our stops are. You don't need
Or to be able to.
Yeah, you should be. You put me in anybody's trading system or room, just give me the trades and I'll figure out what they're doing. They're either a breakout trader, retracement trader, or counter trend trader. There's nothing else. But a newer trader really needs the grounding on how not to lose money. Does everybody believe us now when we're telling you that the market is kind of choppy? Coach said it. Right? Said the market may not really get underway and start a big push one way or another, or a big runner. Why? Look at your moving averages here. Are they together? Or does it look like yesterday? Which market would you rather trade? Look at this big gap. Look at the momentum. Every time it rallies, short. Every time it rallies, short. Every time it rallies, short. Look at that. When did it cross? When did momentum change yesterday? After 8 p.m. But it gave you all those trades. Of course, you wish it could happen every day, but it doesn't. So you have to adjust. This is typical, Mike. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely typical. Again, let's take Smart Trader 33, right? Independent trader sitting at home yesterday goes, what? No inflation? I can't believe it. This report's going to be bearish, right? The gal looks at reports and says, I don't believe we're going to have a good report. And they take a small position for them, let's say 5 contracts, and they short 2 minutes before the report. Of course, there are people buying 2 minutes before the report, but somebody doesn't believe that inflation is contained. and the market just tanks, you don't think they'll take 2 contracts off and hold 3? Sure. They hold 3, stay overnight. They see the market dropping, and now they wake up again and go, all right, yeah, we're not dropping as hard. I'll take 1 off. In other words, they're now buyers only to capitalize on their good trade. So some of the shorts yesterday are hoping the market keeps going down, but as it comes up, they get stopped out on a trailing stop. Can I make a phone call for us?
Please.
Yes. I can wait for a phone call. Put my speaker on again. Yeah, Willie, that's the way to do it. Me too. Join the group. I used to get killed because the problem was I didn't know what to do until after it did it. So I'd watch a day like yesterday and go, oh man, I wish I was short. Tomorrow I'll short. So then today I'd be like loading the boat short and not really getting any runners. In fact, probably shorting every breakdown, not trailing a stop, right? Why should I trail a stop? Because it's going to go down 500 points, right? That's the thinking. And it's so disastrous because next thing you know, you've got a 50-point stop going against you.
That's why Willie has the elite badge next to his name.
Mm-hmm.
I have to accommodate. I have to give Willie accolades. This guy's took his first month with us, took his coaching serious, and is on the right track trading wise. I'm just ecstatic to see that.
There's a little M right here at 229. So between 218 and 213 would be a target zone for the next support, right, guys? And maybe momentum is about to turn down. If you're short, take some off here. 213 is a good area. Order filled. And bring your power exit point down. Where's the next support? Okay, next support would be about 202. Anybody take that trade, this short trade? Okay. Bring your stop down to 223.
was sitting here talking with my mic muted, saying that I'm short.
Good job, coach. There's your 202. Two left. I've got one more bid at 175. This will be a buying zone, actually, between 175 and 134. And if you got to 134, that's a cucaracha trade. It's a 100-point winner. Or whatever song of your choice. Yeah. Didn't take it, Glenn? That's all right. Next time you will. We don't expect everybody to take the trading calls. Because you'd have to be amazed first. You'd say, if that one worked, it would be amazing. So you got to first put that in and say, all right, well, they do call amazing trades. So maybe it'll be amazing.
Maybe.
Maybe. How about if I guarantee the trade? I guarantee, do it, Joe Namath.
Joe Namath.
Yeah. I guarantee we'll beat the Colts. And everybody's like, oh my God, don't do that. Bubba Smith will eat you up. No. And they were all pissed off. The Colts were going to kill the guy. How can you guarantee beating the Baltimore Colts? I think he was crazy. I think he was hanging out in Bachelor's 3 too.
Yeah, but they did it in pantyhose, Coach.
Yeah. Well, remember that scene where he was throwing he was throwing like a balloon filled with beer to his dog, and the dog is like running out and jumping up, and Daily News covering that, and they're making fun of it. It's like, yeah, that's what I'll do with the Colts. And they were just too big. Johnny Unitas, of course, did not play, and they're posting that stuff on the locker rooms in front of Bubba Smith and Mike. I forget that the middle linebacker guy. Oh man, Mike. I forget his name. Oh, he was like, I'm going to kill Namath. He said he can't run, and when I whack into him, that's that one shot. Man, and I was a Jets fan, obviously, but that was really stupid to do it, and yet delivered. Got a bid 175. No fill yet, guys. No fill.
Good to play it safe, Glenn. It's okay.
Yep.
Glenn, I think you missed that we had the sell stop in. Right, Coach? Didn't you?
Yeah.
So we had the sell stop regardless of where the stock assets were.
Yeah, you see that 231 right here, guys? That little spike down. If you recall, we had the spike down. Remember, Coach Brian called this trade right here. Who remembers that one? He said, anybody short? And went down. Beautiful trade right there. And then it rallied back up. So there was some buyers were taking profit there, correct? On the coach's call. There, we got our first target. We got one more. And it will be a cucaracha trade if we can get 135. We got one left for 135. I'm sorry, 134, 130. Well, it doesn't matter. I don't think you'll fault me for one tick. So yeah, and then
Here we
after
go.
that, it broke down. Everybody still short? Who's still in there?
Too short.
All right, 134. I'm going to go flat. Lower your stop. Oh, I guarantee it. Yep. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Guaranteed trade. All right. You know what's happening.
Yeah.
No
You guys
highway
give
to
me
hell. We're taking off the highway to hell.
I'm still trailing.
Nice, coach.
Still trailing. Runner.
We have to cut it short because some people are still in that trade.
Some people are.
Coaches, who else? Who's still trailing?
Trailing and selling.
Good job, Will. Young Fab, Ramon. Chad, did you take this trade?
Will Trade. I can tell Will Trade thinks a lot like I do. Just trail, buddy. Just trail.
Cash-wise, I'm done for the day. It's been a very lovely day and took a lot of patience. Making new lows now. Going at 31,054, I think.
I'll
Yep,
take it.
there it is, Paul. You see it down here? Our target for the day. Think I'm going to jump back in and go for the target.
I am trailing.
Yep. Going for the target. Look at him dance. I love it. You are getting a Yugo buy signal, so tighten your stop up, guys. Finally, the short-term trends, when short-term moving averages are sloping down. So the market has spoken finally after all that sideways movement. Good job, Robert. Yeah, you got a very timely buy signal, which
Very timely.
cover your trade, cover your short. You don't have to go long, but look at that right down there. Very good. I tend to use now the counter trend signals as just get out of the trend trade. Does everybody see that? Imagine if you have that. Those of you who've ever asked, anyone ever asked here, where do I put my stop? Where do I put my trailing stop? Raise your hand. Anybody ever
Yep.
say? Anybody ever private message or send a text to me or Coach Hugo, right? Coach Hugo now. Coach Brian, Coach Wilbur, Coach Tara. Hey, where should I put my stop? And imagine if we're doing something else. We're looking at a trade. We don't see it. Imagine if you have that indicator in front of you and go, I think I'll cover right here because it's flashing a buy signal. Isn't that cool? They're salivating for it. We will
Soon enough, guys.
We
Soon
will
enough.
bring it out. We promise.
Soon enough. Hey, let's look at it this way. You guys follow our trade setups. You follow the calls. We do pretty darn good at trade calls and trade management. So you don't need the indicator. Point is, we want to do things that make your life a little easier, better, more consistent.
Yeah, Paul, it's for the ninja. But think about it. Do you really need the indicator? Once you really understand, it's just to push it into, some people don't believe. It's like you need to see the thing. And we could be sitting there pounding a drum, buy, playing rocky music and all that. You go, yeah, but what do they know? They're stupid traders like me. I don't know nothing. And on the other hand, you see it on your screen. You go, oh, look, I got a buy signal. That's why people pay tons of money for these fake systems. We're not going to sell it for like $3,000. I guarantee you that, guys. We're not going to do that to you. It's going to be very reasonable. Matter of fact, we may do a price line special. Name your price. Name your price for the
Sell stop was an in break. Was a break of the low. Really simple.
Yep.
Glenn, Coach may be generous enough to show it to you again. Probably will cover it in class. Today is the elite class, guys. So mentorship people, elite people only in class today. You'll go to the elite classroom. So you mentorship people, legacy mentorship people. You should have an elite classroom link in your main login. If you do not, please submit a support ticket ASAP from the main website so that we can make sure that you have the appropriate privileges.
Yeah, Glenn, when you see this, when I draw that line and go, well, waiting for a breakout, or don't do anything until the momentum changes, we're in the dragon snout, you'll hear comments like the moving averages are sideways, don't go in until we hit this M trade. We'll identify it like I did. I drew it. How many people noticed the horizontal line that I drew on the 133 tick chart? Who remembers that? How many were observing that when I was discussing that? I drew it on the screen. Yeah, Claude did. Marlon did. All right, so that simply means I've got a sell stop sitting below there. Remember I said 29? Got filled at 29, 229. So even if you didn't take it, once I said I got filled at 229, you could have gotten in there at 245. Almost 15 points higher. Anywhere in here was great. And then, or let's say you also waited for the momentum to change. Does everybody see that? The momentum changed right there. And then you could have shorted even here at 196 to 202. And then it dropped nicely to our targets. 100-point winner. That was a 100-point winner, okay? Yep. And again, like anything else, it may or may not. There's no guarantee. I was kidding around with the Joe Namath stuff, but the important point, where's your stop? Well, in here, in 332, sadly, for most people, the only swing point here is 283. So the problem for some small accounts is you might not take it, or if you go short there, you're going to have to use a 25 point stop. Here's the other thing. If you identify a stop, you then can say, well, I can't take the breakout because my stop is going to be too big. I'm going to have to wait. Let's say you made your stop 268. Well, then you could go short at 246 or so. So you would have to wait until it comes back, because your stop is your stop. Where you enter is your risk. Does everybody understand that? If you have a stop right now to go, let's say you want to go short and your stop is 260. Right now, you'd have a 58 point stop, right? If you went short right here, too much. But what if you went short at 235? Then your stop's only 25 points away. Do you see? That's how you control your risk. Here's where, if you wanted to go short, your stop has to be here. So the only way you can get it a smaller stop is by saying, okay, I'm going to put it there. You would be short right there, right? To where? What did we say? 15, 25 points, 40, 35, right? Yeah, right there. The only way you would be able to do it. You would have to short it there or higher to have a smaller risk reward. All right. Any other questions?
Welcome to Liberty Trading Club, everyone. Appreciate you joining our live stream this morning. If you've enjoyed what you've learned and what you've watched this morning, you can come and join us live in the trade room and visit libertytradingclub.com to sign up for your free 3-day trial. You will have access to the trade room with our live trade calls, as well as access to chat where you can participate and ask questions from our coaches. Just go to libertytradingclub.com and sign up for your free 3-day trial. After your first 3 days, it's only $99 a month to be part of the trade room, and you will unlock our trading methodology videos for you to learn our trading basics. Please visit libertytradingclub.com and register for your free 3-day trial. Like, subscribe, and share, everyone.